Early Vedic Age, 1500 to 900 BC, Later Vedic Age, 900 to 600 BCE, Mahajanabda's Age of Buddha. Question 1. Which of the following is incorrect about Vedic period? 1. Rig Vedic Aryans fought for cows and these fights were known as Gavishti. 2. The cow was held sacred. 3. The early Aryan led the life of a hunter-gatherer. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 3 only. D. 1 and 3 only. Question 2. Consider the following statements regarding Rig Vedic age. 1. The king maintained a standing army under a military commander. 2. The Rig Vedic people used chariots for warfare. Which of the statements given above is correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 or 2. Question 3. The word Vish used in Rig Veda is referred to as A. Shudras that belong to the fourth Varna. B. A sacrifice performed by the king that is supposed to confer supreme power on him. C. People or community as a whole. D. Tribal clan-based assemblies. Question 4. Which among the following are the changes occurred during the later Vedic period? 1. Prajapati the creator occupied the supreme position among the gods. 2. Sacrifices and rituals became more important than prayers. 3. Institutions of Gotra appeared and wars started for territorial expansion and not only for cattle. 4. Society underwent change from pastoral to agricultural society. Select the correct option using the codes given below. A. 1, 2 and 3 only. B. 1 and 4 only. C. 4 only. D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Question 5. During the later Vedic period the term Gogana referred to as which of the following? A. A place for keeping of cattle one after a war. B. A ritual practice to invoke the gods. C. Sacrifices that involved killing of cattle en masse. D. A guest who was fed on cattle meat. Question 6. With the reference to Vedic age, consider the following statements. 1. Rigveda is the oldest Vedic text and orally transmitted by Brahmins from generation to generation. 2. Samhitas are social texts, and they explain the social and religious importance of the Varna system. Which of the statements given above is correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Question 7. Consider the following statements regarding to Vedic age. 1. The Aranyakas contain mystical instructions to be undertaken in secret by the sages who live in the forest. 2. The Sama Veda was composed in musical notes which are considered to constitute the basis of Indian music. Which of the statements given above is correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 only. C. Both 1 and 2. D. Neither 1 nor 2. Question 8. Which of the following texts are known as late Vedic texts? 1. Samhita. 2. Brahmana. 3. Yajurveda. 4. Upanishad. 5. Karanyakas. Select the correct answer using the code given below. A. 1, 3 and 4 only. B. 2, 4 and 5 only. C. 1, 2 and 3 only. D. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Question 9. A circular tomb using big stone slab built upon the place of burial is known as A. Megaliths. B. Chalcolithic. C. Neolithic. D. Zebu. Question 10. With reference to the social division in Rig Vedic period, consider the following statements. 1. Varna was the term used by Aryans to refer to color and category. 2. The Sudras category was not found in the early Vedic period but appeared at the end of the Rig Vedic period. 3. Slavery was common and slaves were given as gifts to priests. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3. Question 11. Consider the following statements about the polity in the Vedic and later Vedic period. 1. The post of tribal chief was not hereditary in the Rig Vedic period, but it had become hereditary in the later Vedic period. 2. Sabha, Samiti and Vidat of Vedic period increased their popular character in the later Vedic period. 3. There was no standing army for king in the Vedic period, however it was well developed in later Vedic period. Which of the above statements are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. None of the above. Question 12. Consider the following statements regarding later Vedic society. 1. Caste exogamy was extensively practiced and a rigid social hierarchy was developed. 2. As compared to the Rig Vedic age, women gained more importance in the society and there have been no references to instances of sati and child marriage. 3. The later Vedic culture is also called as painted grey ware iron face culture. 4. Sabha and Samitis continued to hold ground though not like the Rig Vedic age, but the Vidat completely disappeared. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1, 2 and 3 only. B. 1, 3 and 4 only. C. 2, 3 and 4 only. D. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Question 13. Consider the following statements regarding Magadhan Empire in ancient India. 1. Magadh's rise to political supremacy began with Bimbisara, who belonged to the Shishunga dynasty. 2. Ajatashatru founded the new capital at Patliputra, situated at the confluence of Ganga and Sun rivers. 3. Magadh was the first state to use elephants on a large scale against its neighbors. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 3 only. D. 1 and 3 only. Question 14. With reference to the early Vedic period, consider the following statements. 1. The early Vedic society was male-dominated. 2. Agriculture was their primary occupation. 3. They domesticated the horse. Which of the statements given above are correct? A. 1 and 2 only. B. 2 and 3 only. C. 1 and 3 only. D. 1, 2 and 3.